Big crop this year, really nice. You can see how much green cherry there is there. Hasn't even been harvested. We just cupped and approved the first picking from Doña Carmen. Yeah, even her. Sometimes the very first lots from are not so good. Nice pants you got on there. Very stylish. But in the case of Doña Carmen, it's really nice, approvable coffee. We gave a micro lot score, which is means that we're paying the highest level to the producer, which is there's been a kind of a competition for her coffee in the past. But the problem was people were paying a good price for the parchment, but they weren't selecting. They were being fussy about small things and then waiting to make approvals, which meant that her coffee was sitting. And then finally, when it's late and she can't find another buyer, they say, oh no, we don't need it. So I think that the cost of some relationships, even if they offer a great price for parchment, doesn't end up being worth it. So it's Maria and Leo and Dan. Dan's making a good friend. It's nice. I rain so much here, and that's why you need this covered drawing. There she's rolling it back on. Just do it with one hand. Hi. Hi. I doubt there's anything in here today, but they were harvesting at all the big farms. Oh, I'm totally wrong. It's pretty nice. She has all red variety, Caturra, and an old type of Caturra that's local to this area. And you can see some greens and pintones, which are sort of part green, part red. And she's got a great system downstairs to take care of that. And she has a small, tiny washing channel, which is really kind of cool here. A little bit unique. Normally people just do it in a bucket or something. So this is really dark in here, but here's her little washing channel with coffee that's been fermented and is now ready to go out to dry. Has a nice crunchy feel to it. Let me get down here. Yeah, even that sound, you can hear it right there, is like the sound of real good clean parchment. And nothing slippery, nothing slimy on it. Nice washed coffee. And a typical Colombian, there's no light in here, but typical Colombian drum pulper with a small criba and twin fermentation tanks. So very nice. And then there's the that is her helper, I think it's an uncle. And then there's the parabolic dryer with coffee in it. And you got to see the front of this house. The care and pride and beauty of these houses in Colombia just amazes me. There's the laundry, and just this just kills me. These beautiful flowers, and if you want to talk about creative reuse, everything, old pan. Look at this beautiful soda bottles. Look at this soda bottle here. So nice. Sunflowers and just this amazing garden. Some little sculpture here. Little comedy. A little bench here. You can sit and just look out at the view. this is the system at the co-op. Direct payment.
¿De quiénes son los 43
All these
kilos?
people here
Bien pueda entre mano.
are farmers. The next one comes in the room. And he's checking the parchment that's pulled directly from the bags. Looking at how it grades, weighing it, and determining price.
Leo, mira la trilla de Tato.
And that was the guy that was just in here, the manager of a farm we used to buy from, but he's a new manager, so. And everyone out here is waiting for their coffee to come off the bus. So, unless you have your own Jeep, Toyota, which here is called carretero for face of the dog, then you have to use the bus. And there's the buses are all lined up, and you can see on top of the second one all the coffee, but actually in the middle of this one you see the sacks of parchment in the colored bags. So all of this comes in. You ride in on the bus on Saturday with your coffee, and gets offloaded. I suppose here you can shop around the price, because here's another buyer right here. But we deal with the co-op here, not private buyers. You can see he's holding the sample trier. Huge long thing. Whoa. So there's another buyer there, Compra de Café, Lalo. So I guess people can shop around the best price, which is always good for farmers to have options. But we think that the co-op is ultimately the best option. It's going to give you the most money with a second payment for quality. And then hopefully people go home and don't go party too much, because these towns can be kind of hard drinking towns. I was surprised, but they've got their, last night we were here and it's a little bit wild. Luckily we found a place to stay outside of town. We couldn't get to the farm because the river was blocked. It was a huge rain. They had 30 inches of rain yesterday afternoon here. And it took out it made currents in the road, which became a river, and we couldn't cross it. This is so deep right here. Right there, it drops off. So we're trying to get through. So I basically am in my underwear trying to guide them through this. And I walked over and I almost fell into the hole there, which goes up to my waist.
The wheels get stuck and then we slide in as soon as we get right by it. And if it goes all the way to the right, there's that deep spot that we're going to end up getting a wheel stuck in. If it's muddy, then it's even maybe worse.
Yeah. Oh well.
It just seems tough.
Yeah.
El único bravo es el acabar con las ajitas, pero cuando son productos de categoría 2 o 3.
Esa banda roja, bravo. A mí me gusta la banda roja
para
en la cabeza.
¿Pero en la cabeza?
Con banda roja. Ya los otros no, amarillo no. Si quieres pasamos allá y subimos allí. Subimos.
This is another farm outside La Plata, and there's a bit of flowering happening here, even though they're still harvesting. And there's just a lot of bees, which is great to see. And the farmer, Humberto Cortez, was telling us that the farmers that use chemicals don't see the bees, so I guess that's what you'd expect. And they call these African bees. They look fairly European to me. And I'm not just saying that because I'm not, I would say I'm a lousy beekeeper, but I'm a beekeeper, so. And I've seen African bees in Africa. But it's beautiful. The flower is just incredible. Ah, it smells so good. It's amazing. So this is an area called San Miguel outside of La Plata kind of zone, San Miguel Vereda in Huila. There's a lot of nice coffee in this area. One of the difficult things right now, sounds a little contrary, but right now there's a high price for low quality, medium quality, and what a lot of farmers are doing is instead of saving coffee for sort of microlot programs like ours, they're even at these really nice farms and even where they're getting paid a premium, they're selling their processed coffee. They ferment the coffee, dry it just a little and sell it wet. And here they just call it green. They're selling verde. In other places that'd be confusing, but they're selling wet coffee, which is something they do in some countries like Indonesia, to some degree Nicaragua. And what it does is it gets payment to the farmer super quick. They don't even take the time, even 1 week to dry coffee in a patio, so they can just get the cash. But a lot of them here, it's so competitive with buying that when they see that price, even if it is a little bit lower, they take it. And that means less coffee, obviously, for microlot type programs. And you can tell people that your buying option, we're buying coffee cherry for parchment at 1,400,000 to 1,500,000. It's a really great price. And they may be selling it typically at 700,000, 800,000, but right now they start getting 1 million for less work, quick turnaround, quick payment. That's pretty attractive. So, I think the thing that you have to realize is this idea, quality pays, microlots pay, we're helping the farmers. It's like, well, you're one option. You're one option that they have. And really the thing that helps farmers, I think, a lot is them making informed decisions to where to sell their coffee when they have a lot of options. So I can't ever, say that my option's the best, but I know that presenting extra options is always good. I wish you could smell these flowers. It's just beautiful. And the hum of bees everywhere makes someone like me really happy to see. It's just literally every cluster of cherries there. They're doing their work, so something's good in the world here today. Ciao. Coffee. Chickens, ducks. Silver. Beautiful oranges. And the cherries. Looks red, yellow, right? Coffee. Chickens, ducks. Silver. Beautiful oranges. And the cherries. Looks red, yellow, right?